Look, there are all these pumpkins, but Little Boo is exactly where it should be, right in the direct center of the scare zone.
And I can't wait till we can break apart to hit me if I seem a little unimpressed with this, an antisocial pessimist, but usually I don't mess with.
What's going on, guys? Derived here. I got a brand new video here today, and today we are going to do what I said I was going to do in the last video. So if you didn't watch my last video, in that video I was riding 6 roller coasters for National Roller Coaster Day, and while I was at Universal, it was the first time that I went to Universal in a long time. And when I say a long time, like a couple months, I think. I'm not too sure on that, but I feel like it's been a while. So when I went to Universal, I saw all the Horror Nights props and all that stuff that was up. A couple days later, which is August 25th, maybe not so a couple days later, but I think about a week later, they've added more stuff to Universal and getting ready for Halloween Horror Nights, because Halloween Horror Nights starts September 2nd, and right now it's it's August 25th. So that means September 2nd is actually next week. It's next week on Friday. I'm looking at the calendar right now. It's next week on Friday. So Horror Nights is next week, exactly 8 days out. So we're coming pretty close with Horror Nights, and I'm excited for Horror Nights. I love Horror Nights. I go every year. So what I'm gonna do today is, in this video, I'm gonna go to Universal, check out all the new Horror Nights stuff, and let's see what the park looks like a week before Horror Nights starts. So let's go to Universal and let's check out some cool stuff. Alright guys, just made it to Universal, and it looks like there's not that many people. I'm like pretty close to the parking ticket thing. I don't know what this thing is called. I never know. But we are here, and hopefully I can get in pretty soon, and I'll show you guys the crowd level when I get inside to Universal. So we'll see how the day goes. Hey guys, this is Derived from the future, and really quick, I just realized this after I recorded everything, but throughout this video, what you're going to see is a lot of B-roll footage that is going to be repeated a lot, because I didn't really record that much B-roll footage for when I was talking over some of the houses and stuff. So I do apologize for that. I'm just letting you guys know there might be a lot of B-roll footage, and I might replay a lot of B-roll footage, so I do apologize for that. Alright guys, I just arrived here. I'm walking towards the security area, but I just wanted to take a look here at the wait times. You know, the wait times are not even that bad. I mean, Hagrid's is 120, but that's normal. But look, 45 for Green Gods, 20 minutes for Forbidden Journey. You know, these are not really bad. Velocicoaster's 35 minutes, so not bad. Spider-Man 35. Mummy's still closed, unfortunately, but we'll take a look at that when we get inside. But so far, the wait times are not even that bad. Alright, heading into Universal here. And Horror Nights, you know, I would say Universal is almost done. They're like probably 95% done with all the props and setups for Horror Nights. You know, I swear there was, I was going to say there was these stanchions for Horror Nights, but I didn't see them at first. But now they're here. Yes, they're on both sides. So that's still here. That was there last week, I think. But let's head inside the park, and I'll show you guys more things here. And inside the park, I want to take a look at the Universal store real quick, see if they had anything cool for Horror Nights. But there is a lot of props out. Gotta look at a lot of stuff today. I looked inside the Universal store. I didn't see anything, but here we're gonna enter our first scare zone, and as you can see, it's very, very cool looking. I'm very, very excited for Horror Nights. The reason I came to the scare zone because I heard Little Boo was in the scare zone somewhere. There's all these pumpkins with all these different faces on it. I'm just trying to find it. It's kind of bright out with the sun, so it's making it hard for me. Oh, look at that one. That one's pretty scary looking. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see in the sun, but hopefully you guys can see it. But I'm trying to look for Little Boo here. Oh, that one's cute. I like that one. There's a lot of them that looks like Little Boo, but I don't see Little Boo. I've been in the scare zone for like 5 minutes looking for Little Boo, and I was looking, there are all these pumpkins, but Little Boo is exactly where it should be, right in the direct center of the scare zone, right in the middle. If you look up, there's this little mesh material, or whatever you want to call that, and Little Boo, if I'm zooming in here, Little Boo is right there. That's cool. Little Boo has returned for Halloween Horror Nights this year. Very excited. But as you can see, a lot of pumpkins and scarecrows. Well, just one scarecrow. Looks kind of scary. Then we got this thing over here as well. Alright guys, I'm also going to try to do this in order because I'm just going to make my way around the park in a circle. So what we just went through was the Horrors of Halloween scare zone. And I'll just read the descriptions for these scare zone houses here so you guys get an idea what's going on with these scare zones and houses. So for the Horrors of Halloween, it says, the Pumpkin Lord, the spirit of Halloween, has taken over this year's event, summoning hordes of fiendish creatures. Terror has taken root. Oh, look, it's a theme park pigeon. Nice. It says terror has taken root. So basically there's going to be a lot of pumpkin scare actors. I am excited to see how that goes during Horror Nights, and like I said, it's a week away. So I'm looking at the speculation map for Horror Nights and where the houses are going to be located. And on this speculation map right here, it's saying that there's going to be 2 houses actually right here where you guys are looking at right now, right by Red by Rocket. There's actually 2. So there's one right here. As you may know, if you go to Horror Nights, there is a Horror Nights house queue right here where I'm standing. And they're saying there's going to be another entrance to another house by Blue Man Group. You guys remember how Blue Man Group? I remember years ago, I think American Horror Story was the entrance over there. But there's an entrance over there, and we believe that Spirits of the Coven is going to be over there. And then over here is going to be Hell Block Horror is going to be right here. Or we don't know that for sure, but we think it's going to be right here. And then also another thing too is if you guys remember, Shrek 4D used to carry a Horror Nights house, but they're closed. Well, obviously Shrek has closed because they're building a new ride, and they're doing construction in there, so they can't put a house in there, so they had to put it somewhere else. To replace that area, I believe they replaced it with the Fast and the Furious ride, like that area. I think that might be where another house is, but we'll head over there and take a look and see all that stuff there. We got 2 houses here, and then we also have the scare zone, the first scare zone over here. So let's make our way around the park and let's look at the other stuff here. Also, here's some food booths and some drink booths for Horror Nights. We got some right here by Transformers. That's a usual area that's every year there's always some kind of booth there for Horror Nights. And we also got this one over here as well. And you guys can see the menu. Actually, the menu came out recently. But this is the drinks. If you guys want to take a look at that, I'm not gonna describe every drink here, but if you guys want to take a look at that menu, there you go. Theme park pigeons. And same thing on this side. This is a drink booth, so I'm not gonna worry about that. So if you guys remember last year, if you went to Horror Nights, you remember that there was 3 house locations right here. There was 2 right here, and then there's 1 over here. So the house locations that we think that's going to be here is going to be the Halloween house with Michael Myers. We also have the Fiesta de Chupacabra house, which I'm excited for that house. But we got 3 locations right here that we think is going to be here. Also, Tribute Store. Tribute Store has been closed for a little bit. It should be opening up pretty soon here. As you can see, it says closed on it, but it should be opening up pretty soon for Horror Nights because it's, again, 1 week away. What we're walking in right now is another scare zone. So this is usually a scare zone during Horror Nights, this area right here, and it is this year. And this scare zone is going to be called the Sweet Revenge scare zone. So as you can see, it looks, let me just read you guys the description. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read you guys the description for the other stuff here. Here, let me really quick read you the description for this scare zone here. And it says, the Sweet from Major Sweets Candy Company have turned these 1950s kids into crazed killers with pint-sized costume mechanics. With pint-sized costume maniacs roaming the streets. Halloween will be a night of trick-or-treat mayhem. So obviously there might be a show going on here. There's some staircases right here, so there can be probably a performer up there trying to get people to sacrifice someone. But yeah, as you can see, the Major Sweets Company, I bet you it's just the I feel like the judge might be like the main guy, and then his minions will be a bunch of people trying to sacrifice people. So that's pretty cool. Also, guys, I'm sorry, but I didn't get to read the description for those 3 houses that I mentioned. So let me just read those really quick. Alright, for the first house for Spirits of the Coven, I'm just going to read you guys the description of it. So for Spirits of the Coven, it says, guests will be invited to a lively 1920s speakeasy, but something sinister is brewing beneath in Spirits of the Coven. A coven of seemingly beautiful flapper witches will lure those who enter into a hidden brewing area Once they've ensnared their victims, they'll reveal their haggish true form and turn guests into a witch's brew. They'll be cackling. Everyone else will be screaming. Alright. Interesting. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for all these houses. So for the Hell Block Horror, it says, they too do time for their crimes in Hell Block Horror. Guests will have to survive visiting hours in a secret penitentiary that houses treacherous monsters and fiends of all kinds that are hell-bent on taking over and destroying the world. The interdimensional power core containing the inmates has failed, and the monsters are breaking out of their cells, allowing them easy access to guests and the exit. Okay. So for the three of the houses that were here side by side here, let me just read you those. Halloween house, honestly, I don't think I need to read that, but I'll just read it real quick. I feel like that house returns like every couple years or every other year, so let me just read you guys that house. Was it a house last year? No, that was Texas Chainsaw. Actually, was it? I don't remember if there was a house last year. I remember Texas Chainsaw was a house last year. So for Halloween, it says John Carpenter's classic 1978 slasher film Halloween returns to Halloween Horror Nights in a terrifying haunted house, Halloween, where guests come face to face with the merciless Michael Myers as guests make their way through his dilapidated home. And chilling moments from the film, they'll narrowly dodge attacks from the knife-wielding Myers as he stalks their every move. Alright, I'm not really that excited for that house, but I'll go on it. Alright, this one I am excited for, the Fiesta de Chupacabra. That one I am very excited for, so let me read you guys that one. It says, the mountains of Latin America are filled with many wonderful traditions. In one tiny village, they pay tribute to the legendary creature, Chupacabras, with an annual fiesta. In Fiesta de Chupacabra, there's more to the legend than meets the eye. And in this colorful village, the streets are lined with the crimson blood of visitors. Alright, I'm excited, very, very excited for that. And then the other one, the Dead Man's Pier, Winter's Wake. That one, let me read you that one. It says, there's nothing charming about this ghostly New England fishing village. A phantom sea captain is summoning undead fishermen from their watery grave. A grisly crew with rotting, barnacle-encrusted bodies. Guests may have escaped their hooks in the Dead Man's Wharf, which was a scare zone in 2016. Now, they'd better batten down the hatches before they reeled in and drug under in Dead Man's Pier, Winter's Wake. So, this is a sequel to a scare zone that was back in 2016, so I'm glad it's getting its own house. Those are the houses descriptions. Now I'm going to be making my way towards the other places, and I'm just going to say right now I apologize if some of the B-roll footage is a little bit off. With some of the places, I'm just going to be showing a bunch of B-roll footage. It might be repeated B-roll footage, so I do apologize for that. But I'm just going to show you guys the rest of this stuff here. So we got all this here. This is, well, there's not really much going on over here on this side. There's a little bit going on. There's also some construction walls. I don't think that'll be up by, I think it'll be down before Horror Nights. Also this area. This area is, oh, what's it called? This has not been a scare zone. There's a food area right here. Meat's Locker. You can get some food here. Oh, there's more. Wow, there's another food booth over there inside as well. And now I'm interested. Let me take a look around here. But this is the end of Sweet's Revenge, so I'm gonna make my way around and see what that other side's about. But here's that meat locker I'm talking about, or that alleyway. It says do not enter. Actually, I'm gonna enter it, but there's another alleyway over here that's blocked off. But as you can see, do not enter. This is basically a food area. Oh, there's a bunch of drinks and foods area over here. It's in this alleyway. So here's the drinks. Wow, they're gonna be selling drinks. I don't think this has ever been a thing before in this alleyway. This alleyway has always been quiet. But they have foods here. This is nice. Is this real? Can you buy this? Oh. I think you can buy this. This is kind of cool. And and they have the another food area right there. That's the beginning of what we saw earlier, so that's pretty cool. This has never been a food area, so I have a feeling this area right here, this alleyway, is going to be very, very crowded. There's like 3 different booths here. It should be very interesting during Horror Nights. I'll definitely take a look at this area when this place opens. Alright, I'm in front of the Fast and Furious ride here, and there is a speculated house here. We think there's going to be a house. I think if you like looking down that alleyway, there might be something there. I'm not sure if this is going to be the exit or the entrance, but we think this is going to be the Horrors of Blumhouse house right here. So let me read you guys that description real quick. It says, 2 horror masterpieces come to life in the Horrors of Blumhouse. Guests will find themselves trapped between a frantic teen and the ruthless serial killer, which she swapped bodies with in Freaky. Then they'll try to make a desperate escape from the dark basement from the Grabber's fun house before they've become his latest victim in the terrifying The Black Phone. I haven't seen The Black Phone, but I'm definitely going to watch it before going to Horror Nights, so I understand this house more. That is, we think is going to be in this area. So we are now done with this area. Let's go to this next area, which is going to be a scare zone, actually. Now, in previous years, this area right here is always a scare zone, and it is still a scare zone. However, with the speculation of a house being here, if there is an exit or an entrance in the scare zone or right next to the scare zone, I have a feeling this area is going to be very, very crowded. But this area that we're in right now is called the Conjure the Dark Scare Zone. And I'm just going to read you guys the description of that. It says, an evil sorceress has entered twisted stone ruins and called forth monstrosities from dark dimensions. This Halloween blood will feed her army of the night. And as you can see, there's a stage. I want to go behind the stage. It says do not climb. I'm not going to climb it, but I want to go behind. Yeah, this is so the performers can go on stage here. They have it all set up, it looks like. Got some stairs. Yeah, I have a feeling this is not going to be an exit or an entrance. I think they're going to leave this area alone. It would be very smart if Universal left this area alone, because this area is very crowded because it's not that big of a path here. A lot of guests will walk through and be shoulder to shoulder going through this, so it would make sense if this was not an entrance or a scare zone. Plus, this thing is blocking the exit / entrance, so I don't think they'll be doing that. So we're gonna head over to our next scare zone now, but this area is pretty cool. I'm excited for this one as well. A lot of places for scare actors to hide and pop out, as you can see, especially over there. Also, guys, I was about to walk past this, but I didn't realize this, but there's another drink area. I'm by the Diagon Alley area over here. As here's the drink menu. I think I might have shown this. If not, there's the drink menu. And the drink menu is actually over here. It's sort of tucked away. And I do like this, how it's tucked away. So hopefully there won't be that many people. But there's these ruined stones here. And it looks like they might be glowing up at nighttime. There's like a... I don't know. It looks like there could be light going through those stones here. And then, oh yeah, they have another drink area. It's blocked off at the moment, but when this Horror Nights opens up in about a week, as you can see, you can order drinks from here. So nice. Okay. And then there's more stones over there as well, so that's pretty cool. And we got more lights over here. Alright, now I'm going to be making my way over to the next area to show off. I just wanted to quickly mention that Harry Potter, this area over here, never has anything at all. I wish they would put Death Eaters in Diagon Alley during Horror Nights, but unfortunately they do not. At Islands of Adventures, they do at Hogsmeade have the Dark Arts show. I think that's returning this year. And they will have Death Eaters walk around during that time when the show starts. So that's only at Islands of Adventures. Here, unfortunately, there's nothing. But you can go on Gringotts. I know that. You can go on Gringotts during Horror Nights, so if you're not one for the houses, you can definitely go on some rides here, and Gringotts is one of them. But there's nothing in this area, no scare zone, no houses, so we're just gonna walk past this, head over to this next area, which there's some food booths, some photo ops, and maybe some drink booths as well. Then here we have a photo op of Chucky. It looks like you can go in there. And then we got some food booths, drink booths. There's nothing up at the moment. There's I think a drink booth over there, but there's also that one. There's no menus, but it does look pretty cool with the pumpkin facade. And then we also have this next thing what I wanted to show off here. And it's going to be the show right here area. Yeah, this show that's going to play on the lake right here. I think they did, yeah, they did it last year. I forgot what it was called last year. But they had a show right here that plays every now and then on in the lagoon here. And this show is going to be called Ghoulish, a Halloween Tale. And I'll just read you guys the description. It says, as darkness falls, a ghost story becomes reality as guests go beyond the grave in a spectacularly spooky show on Universal Studios Lagoon, featuring huge water screens and sinister music. This show will be set to eerily remixed music by some of today's most iconic artists. So that should be pretty fun. So I'm assuming The Weeknd, because The Weeknd does have a house here this year. So that'll play right here in the lagoon. So we're going to be heading over to our next area, which is over here. This large building over here that's been closed for a long time. Alright, so this building right here that's been closed for a while. Last year they had it open for the show for Horror Nights, and this year it's going to be the same exact thing, at least that we think, because we do see a lot of construction and things that are set up for this show. Looks like it from the outside. I'm just going to read you guys the description for this show here. It's the Halloween Nightmare Fuel Wildfire. So last year they also had the Halloween Nightmare Fuel, but this year it's going to be the sequel for the show. It's going to be Halloween Nightmare Fuel Wildfire. So let me read you the description. It says, the show that sparked a firestorm last year is ablaze with a new nightmare. The pyro and aerial performers are back to reunite your fears. This show features the world-famous performance group, the Fuel Girls, highlighting a new dreamer in the depths of a new nightmare set to a heart-pounding metal rock and electronica score. So pretty much the same thing from last year, but they're just going to change up the songs and, you know, new dances, new performances, all that. So I'm very excited to see the show. Last year it was pretty good. I did enjoy it a lot. And this year it's going to be the same thing, but just hopefully better. So definitely excited to see that. That'll be right here. And then also, if you guys remember last year, there was that show right here, and then there was also houses. There was one house that was located back there, and it was very, very congested and crowded, trying to get through. Whenever the show let out, there was a lot of people leaving. They had to block the pathways. It was a big mess. So I think this year they decided to not put a house there, and they decided to move it to another location. I'm going to show you guys the other locations here. There's actually two houses up ahead. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, guys, there's also some food booths and stuff that are set up. This area is going to be very congested. I can just tell. There's drink booths, we got food booths, we got the Men in Black ride, which might be open. I don't know if it'll be open, but let me just read you guys the descriptions for these two houses. So the two houses that are going to be here are going to be the Bugs Eaten Alive house, which is I'm very, 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 very excited for. And then we also have the Weeknd's house. The Weeknd's After Hours house, I believe it's called. Okay guys, I'm in the Sims area. As you can see, I'm just stepping away from the area of all the chaos that's over there. There's a lot of people over there, but as I was saying, there's going to be a lot of people over there in general when Horror Night starts, because we got the food booths and all that, and then we got two house locations, which I believe there's going to be an exit both right there, and there's going to be an entrance both right there as well, I believe. So the two houses that are going to be there are the Bugs Eaten Alive, and then we also have the Weeknd's house. So let me read you guys the two descriptions for those two houses. While touring a 1950s home of the future, guests will be swarmed by hordes of revolting insects after a pest control system failure unleashes them. Many-legged horrors, growing, mutating, and laying eggs in human hosts will worm their way into the deepest of fears. Those who dare enter will be dropping like flies in Bugs Eaten Alive. Now, if you guys remember in the last video, I talked about this. This house I am very excited for, because usually when you go to Horror Nights, it's for like scary stuff, you know, scary monsters, scary ghosts, you know, things that people are scared of, but something that most people, I would say most people in this planet are scared of are bugs. Bugs are very interesting creatures. Anytime we see them in our house or anywhere, we tend to kill them, or at least push them away, or move them away, or do something with them. A lot of people are scared of bugs, and that And the fact that Horror Nights is making a Bugs house, that's just going to be very exciting, and I cannot wait for this house. That probably will be one of my favorite houses here this year. I'm not sure, I haven't done any of the houses, but I have a feeling that might be one of my favorite houses. That one's gonna make everyone pretty much run out of that house. A lot of people are scared of bugs, so we'll see how that turns out. We also have the Weekend's house as well. Yes, we have the Weekend's house. I'm just going to read you the description for that. It says, The Weekend, After Hours Nightmare. For the first time ever, a multi-award winning artist, The Weekend, joins forces with Universal Studios' Halloween Horror Nights to inspire an all-new, terrifying haunted house based on his record-breaking After Hours album. With the eerie sounds of the hit album reverberating throughout the experience, guests will step into a surreal living nightmare in The Weekend's After Hours Nightmare, filled with grotesque characters and with themes inspired by the artist's music and short films. So, if you guys are going to Horror Nights, I would recommend you watch the music videos. I watched a few of the music videos, so I'm going to watch all of them and understand the more of the storyline of his album. Definitely going to listen to it. And I'm very excited for that house. You know, in The Weekend, this is the first time that Universal's partnering up with an artist to make a house. Now, there was a rumor before COVID happened, so back in 2020, that there was going to be a Billie Eilish house. And it was, I'm pretty sure they were all good and they were set in stone because, you know, Billie Eilish's old music videos, they would be very dark and eerie. So there was going to be a Billie Eilish house, but then COVID happened, and so they didn't do that house, unfortunately, because the parks weren't open. And then when they did open, they didn't do Horror Nights that year. So this year, they're doing The Weekend, and, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this house turns out. I'm excited to see if any of his music plays or what. So we'll see how that turns out this year. But we're going to head over to the next area, which this area right here, we're in the Simpsons. It's very crowded in this area for some reason. It's not really crowded in the park when it comes to total amount of people, but for some reason this area right now, Simpsons, very crowded. Alright, so we got those two houses. There is no scare zones this year in the Simpsons, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be nothing in this area, but food and drinks and all that probably will be open. Alright guys, I'm where the Back to the Future train is at. Here's another food booth, I believe. Yeah, look at this. Oh, that looks good. I'm excited to try some of this stuff here.
There you go.
So we got that booth. So guys, I just realized I made a mistake. And let me recorrect my mistake, and I'm going to come over here so I can get into a quieted area so I can talk about my mistake that I just made. Also, this area that I'm in right now is a stay and scream area, so a lot of people will actually be in this area during Horror Nights. This is where they keep people before the event starts if you do the stay and scream. But I did make a mistake, and the mistake I made was I told you guys we're in that direction by Men in Black. In my head, when I was reading it and talking about everything, I was saying that that area by Men in Black is going to be very congested because they got the Bugs house, which is going to be, I'm pretty sure, a popular house. Then we also have the Weekend house, which is also going to be very popular. And in my head, I'm like, that's not very smart by Universal. And then I realized I didn't look at the speculation map. I didn't look at it right. So the Bugs Eaten Alive house is actually, it's going to be over there. Well, we think it's going to be over there. However, the Weekend house, it's not going to be over there. I was mistaken. The Weekend house is actually going to be over here. Right where this the Animal Actors Theater is at. So right where I'm looking at right now. So there's actually going to be two houses over here. So the Weekend house is going to be over here, and there's going to be another house over here. But let me tell you guys what we think is going to be the house over there originally, and that house is going to be the Descendants of Destruction. That house is going to be the one next to Bugs Life. At least that's what we think. Bugs Life. Well, a Bugs Eaten Alive house. So let me read that description real quick. For Descendants of Destruction, it says, deep in the subway tunnels below an abandoned toxic city, mutated humans fight for survival in Descendants of Destruction. The deeper one goes, the darker their fate. In the fading light of the poisoned depths, hideous creatures who've long ago left their humanity behind prey on all who try to make their way through the darkness. So that one, I have a feeling, is going to be a very dark house. You won't be able to see, hopefully. That's what I think is going to happen just by reading the description of the house. I hope it's very dark. So that house is going to be over there, where I told you guys where the Bugs house is out. That's where it's going to be, by the Bugs house. Again, I do apologize for having the wrong location. Again, this is a speculation. We don't know where anything goes. We just think that's going to be over there. And then the two houses that are going to be here, where I was saying you guys. So one of the houses is going to be the Weekend. I already explained that house. But the other house that is going to be here right by the Weekend is going to be Universal Monsters Legends Collide. Let's see, let me just read the description for that one. That one's pretty self-explanatory if you don't know already, but I'm going to read it right here. Universal Pictures' most notorious horror icons, the Wolf, the Wolfman, Dracula, and the Mummy come together for the first time ever in an all-new Universal Monsters Legends Collide haunted house. Guests will get caught in the middle of a bloodthirsty battle between the terrifying trio as they hunt to find the amulet that will break their curse, and they'll destroy anyone who gets in their way. So that one, there's just going to be a lot of fighting between the scare actors, and you're in the middle of it pretty much. So that one's going to be a fun one. So that one's going to be next to the Weekend, supposedly, and that's going to be right here in front of the Animal Actors Theater. I'm actually going to get closer, and we'll take a look to see maybe where it could be. So guys, there's another food booth here, and we got a beverage menus here as well. I'll just take a quick look at it. I think you guys already seen it, but if not, there's that. So we got more drinks booths, food booths. This area is usually crowded because the amount of food booths that are in this area, so I have a feeling it might be the same thing. And then since we have the Weekend house, and we also have the Universal Monsters house, I'm not sure where exactly that's going to be. I have a feeling it might be somewhere in this area here. This one just doesn't seem the right area to put the house, but it might be over here where the express line is, maybe? I'm not too sure. But the speculated map says that there's going to be two houses over here, so not sure where that's going to be, not sure where the exit's going to be, but supposedly there's two houses over here. So, and let me head over to the next house, which I believe is over in this direction. Guys, well, I've been mistaken. I thought there would be a house located behind here, because in previous year there used to be a house like exit over here, and then the entrance would be over here. But I was wrong. They're not going to put a house up. At least that's what we think. At least back here. So that's going to be very interesting, because that's a lot of space that they could use, but they're not going to use. So, let me just head over to the next scare zone, which is going to be over here. But there's no house. It's going to be located in the kids area, the kids zone, ET area. Supposedly there's nothing there. So, let me just go over to the next thing, which is going to be the scare zone over here, right in front of the Animal Actors Theater here. Also, another food booth that's always open is over here, the Kids Zone Pizza Company. That's usually open for horror nights. I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing this year. They usually sell pizza fries, I believe they're called. So that should be opened this year. But here we are. We're going to enter our next scare zone. This one's going to be the more cooler one when it comes to the heat. It's going to be this scare zone right here. This one's covered by a lot of trees. Always has been. So this is the more cooler one. I can just tell right away as I'm walking through it, it's already a lot cooler. Some speakers here. It looks like maybe Shrek could pop out. No, it's definitely not Shrek. So in this scare zone that we're in right now, I'm just going to read you the description. It's going to be called the Scarecrow Cursed Soil. So I'm going to walk through it, and as I'm walking through it, I can explain the scare zone to you guys. I'll read the description. It says, at an abandoned farm, scarecrow sentinels have risen from the crust of the earth to hunt souls and seek revenge. They'll harvest the screams of those who dare enter the dilapidated barn. So, as you guys can see, a lot of areas where they could jump out. But this also looks like there might be a performance here, or two dancers. No, not dancers. There's a scarecrow. I mean, they could dance. I mean, I'm not going to deny that they won't dance, but they could dance. But we have all that. So that's the entrance to the scare zone. Got another food booth. I'm not sure that'll be open. The crepes, I'm not sure if that'll be open at all. We also have another one over here, this another drink area. I've never seen that before in the horror nights. But yeah, that'll be a scare zone right there. And then there's another scare zone right here, actually. Not down the middle of here. That one's usually empty. But this area right here, where everyone's taking pictures. Ooh, what is this? Now this cafe, I don't know if it's going to be open during Horror Nights, and I don't know what people are doing jumping the gates there, but this one's all covered in like shrubbery and old stuff. It looks very haunted looking, so that's pretty cool. Oh, looks like they're getting back inside. People are very distracted with the parade that's going through. Well, not parade, a little photo session that they were having. So I'll have some time by myself to explain this area right here. So this is actually the last scare zone. I already went over all the houses, I believe, and I went over all the scare zones. This is going to be the last one here. So this scare zone is going to be called the Graveyard, Deadly Unrest. And again, let me read it real quick as I'm walking through the scare zone here. A lot of places for jump scare actors to jump out, so pretty cool, and a lot of space too. Let me read it here. It says, on a Hallows Eve, a dark storm descends upon a cemetery that awakens long dead spirits. These specters rise from their graves to capture souls for all eternity. No one living can escape them. So I can just tell by looking at all the stuff here, it's going to be a lot of scare actors. A lot of places for them to jump out. Oh, look, it's Fred and Scooby. Nice. Nice. But as I was explaining, I don't know why there's a staircase that leads to nothing. I don't know what that's about. But we have the mystery machine. That will definitely not be in Horror Nights, I'll tell you that right now. It'll definitely not be in Horror Nights, but if you want right now during the daytime, you can take a picture with it. But that is that scare zone. This is the Graveyard Deadly Unrest scare zone.
Oh, thank you.
And it looks very creepy. It's a cemetery. I'm feeling this whole scare zone is going to be very eerie and dark and have a lot of skulls, scare actors, a lot of skeletons maybe. We'll see. A lot of creepy looking people, I will say. So, another thing too, there's construction walls for the Shrek. That was another house entrance, but they closed it. Or it looks like there's construction walls, so it looks like that will not be a house location. So there's a lot of construction walls right now that I've noticed. I'm not sure if that'll be moved for Horror Nights, because considering the crowd level that will come to Horror Nights, but we'll see if that gets taken down for Horror Nights. We'll see. It's a week away. I'm excited. But here we are back at the front of the park. We did a full circle around the park, and now I can't believe I went over all the houses and scare zones. I feel like, did I miss any? I don't think I did. Let me check real quick. Oh yeah, that first scare zone I was talking about, and like towards the beginning, I think that house is going to be right here, right by the Minion attraction, so that'll be right there. But I'm looking through all the houses and all the scare zones, through the speculation map, of course, and I do not see anything that I missed. Yeah guys, I went through all the scare zones and all the houses, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I can't believe I did it that quickly. But we're going to be heading our way out of the park now. And I'm going to head over to Islands of Adventures. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to head over to Islands of Adventures, and I'm going to show off that one little thing. And then we got to make it out of here. Because it's already 2:17, and I already have something planned at 3:20. So I'm running a little bit behind, but yeah, this is the thing I was talking about. They have no turnstiles anymore for the exit. That's going to help out a lot for Horror Nights. So yeah, we're going to head over to Islands of Adventures and then take a look at that one thing. And then, if you guys remember in the last video, I said I was pretty upset because I did not get a butterbeer last time I went to Universal. And if you know, every time I come to Universal, I always get a butterbeer. And the fact that I didn't get it last time, I was very upset. So this time, I'm getting a butterbeer. And not only am I getting one butterbeer, I'm gonna get 3 butterbeer. No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna get 1 butterbeer. Alright, the first thing that I'm noticing is the Christmas store that's always year-round when it comes to Universal. At any time throughout the year, you can come to this Christmas store and they'll sell Christmas stuff. Looks like it's under construction. Nope, I lied. That's actually the entrance right there. I don't know what this store is right here. Might be a restaurant. I'm not too sure. But this right here, oh, it is a Christmas. See, it says open building construction. So they're just working on the outside, but you can still go in. That's interesting. They're just doing some construction to the outside. I've never seen this here. There's like a concession stand right here, right in the middle of the bridge. I haven't seen that before. I don't know if that's a new thing or a temporary thing, but it's right there. Interesting. And the reason I came to Islands of Adventures is because of this store. This store, I'm pretty sure, is year-round. It's a Halloween store basically, and they sell like old Horror Nights merch. But I did want to show off some of the merch inside if I can. I know it's pretty dark in there, but we'll do it the best we can. There's some things that I wanted to look at in this store. Oh yeah, that storm is coming pretty soon. And so as you guys saw, I saw a Little Boo scented candle, and then I saw Little Boo's sign. So there's a lot of Little Boo merchandise. Alright guys, that was worth the wait. I waited about 10 minutes. I didn't time it, but I was looking at the time. It's about 10 minutes. I think it was like exactly like 9 minutes and something seconds, but about 10 minutes. I got my butterbeer, and I'm gonna make my way out of the park. As you can see, it looks like it's about to rain. I don't know if it actually will rain, but it looks like it's about to rain. But gonna head over to out of the park, and yeah, I think I finished everything for Universal already. Went over the houses, all the little shop here, the Halloween shop, and yeah, let's head out of the park here, and then on the way back I'm just gonna enjoy my butterbeer. Alright guys, I finished my butterbeer. I actually finished it a while ago, but I was very, very thirsty. I'm gonna head over to my car now and try to get out of here. But I just want to let you guys know, finished the butterbeer. It was very delicious. I enjoyed that very much. It was definitely worth the wait. I love butterbeer so much. It's especially refreshing after a hot day like today. Actually, I didn't really show this, but as I was walking here back to my car, the wind started picking up a lot. So it's actually really windy out right now. So it feels very nice, but that only means that there's going to be a storm coming in pretty soon. So I'm gonna head out of here and head over to the next thing, which I will explain when I get back to my car. Alright guys, I am back in my car now. The time is now 3:03, and I'm gonna head over to the next thing, which is what I want to show you. This morning I woke up early and I made a lightning lane at Epcot for Guardians of the Galaxy. That's at 3:20. The time is now 3:04 now, so I'm gonna head over. I have an hour window, so I'm fine. So I'm gonna head over there and then ride Guardians, because I love Guardians. It's something I have to do. I just love Guardians so much. But just to recap here, Universal, I'm surprised we went over everything that quickly. But I did all the houses, or explained all the houses. I explained all the scare zones and where we think it's gonna be. Again, nothing is entirely accurate, but there's going to be 5 scare zones for sure, and then there's going to be 10 houses for sure, because they already announced those. But where they are located, the houses, I'm not too sure about. We'll see. Scare zones, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You just look at the things inside the scare zone, then you can tell. So what I explained in the scare zones, I'm pretty sure that is accurate. And then for the shows, those are pretty accurate as well. But for the houses, we don't really know where they're going to be, but yeah, I mean, we did go over everything, and it was fun. I really wish I would have done some rides here at Universal, because the wait times weren't that bad. It started to pick up a little bit more in the afternoon, but it still wasn't even that bad at all. I would for sure do a couple rides, but I'm kind of cutting it close when it comes to time. I mean, I'll still get to Epcot just fine. I'll ride Guardians just fine. I just wish I had some more time. I just left late this morning, that's all. But enough rambling on. Let's head over to Epcot and ride Guardians, and then we'll see what else we can do from there. But if you guys just wanted to stop watching this video because maybe you came for this video just for the Horror Nights stuff, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And look out for more videos like this that are coming soon, like Horror Nights. Horror Nights is coming soon, starting next week. So expect Horror Night content, expect Universal, Disney, whatever. I got Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party coming up too. Got a lot of things coming up, so look forward to that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you're staying to watch the rest of this video, let's go to Epcot and have some fun. Guys, the time is now 3:39. I just arrived at Epcot, and looks like it's not going to rain right now. It might rain a little bit later, but right now it's sunny skies. When I was driving here, it was a couple of raindrops, nothing too crazy. But we're finally here. All right, Guardians Lightning Lane is right now, so we're just going to head over there and then ride that. All right, here we are at Epcot. Let's head over to Guardians. Alright, let me take this opportunity and show you guys the wait times for here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but wait times, not bad at all. I mean, you guys can see this. The wait times are not bad at all. Like, they're all like 5-10 minutes. The most is 65. No, I'm sorry. 65 for Remy, 65 for Frozen. 60 minutes for Soarin'. It's not bad, honestly. I can just ride a couple rides here since I'm here. It's not even bad at all. All the tourists are pretty much gone. I mean, you're gonna get some, but most of the summer crowds are gone, so this is my favorite time of the year. Guys, this is not crowded at all. There's like hardly anyone here. I mean, there's people here, don't get me wrong, it's Disney, but it's not even that bad at all. But I'm going to be heading over to Guardians over here. That's where a lot of people are going to be at, but you know, I might just ride Test Track afterwards. There's like no one here. Here we are. Let's head into Guardians and I'll time it and see how long it is. And we should, honestly, it should be a walk, well, not a walk-on, but it should be pretty quick here. Alright guys, I am timing and I'm entering in. Oh, the AC feels so nice. It was lighting up. I think we're good. Here we are. Oh yeah, the lightning lane is going off pretty quick. I remember last time I rode this, it was backed up. Virtual's queue, not that backed up, but it's a little bit behind. Oh, I love this ride. Guys, this will be my 10th time riding this ride. Last time I went on this, it was 9 times. This will be my 10th time riding this ride. And I think the only song I have not gotten is the conga song. I think that's the only song I have not gotten. So it doesn't even look like there's any wait at all. Look at this. Just a straight shot. Oh yeah, look at this. There's the first room right there. So heck yeah, walk on.
Greetings, Terrans. I am Nova Prime Irani Rayan, commander of the Nova Corps. So we decided to come to you. But even we could not have reached you so easily were it not for the Cosmic Generator, an advanced piece of Xandarian technology that creates jump points, artificial tunnels that act as shortcuts, linking distant points in space.
Welcome, people of Epcot. Epcotians, citizens of Epcot. Does anyone know what they call themselves? I am Centurion Talmeric, and we're just about ready to teleport you up to the ship for the demonstration. As you're about to enter a secure Nova area, I must ask you to put away your Terran communication devices at this time. Recording of any type is strictly prohibited. I am very serious about this. Now, please step forward into the chamber. You're gonna love this. Here we go.
Is the Cosmic Generator. And in just a few moments, we'll be activating it so you can experience for yourselves what's happening.
I'm not sure. Our power's out. And the Cosmic Generator is gone.
Cheerio, Mark. go to Code Red, prepare the fleet, and call the Guardians. Now!
Hey, what's up, Novacore?
Our cosmic generator has been stolen.
What?
How?
Why didn't we think of that? That thing's gotta be worth a fortune.
Good question.
Yeah, who do you think took it?
Perhaps that really big man outside your ship.
Oh, that is a big man. I need to alert Nova Prime.
Watching Terrans from Mars.
That's not creepy at all. He's creating a new jump point.
Jump point to where?
It's some kind of mutant jump point.
It's going back to the dawn of time.
Dawn of time, why?
To erase the error.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Your time is over.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean it's so vague?
The jump point is closing.
I got it. I reprogrammed the shuttles to follow through the jump point.
Wait,
What?
Look, they're our only chance of keeping track of that whack job until we get the cosmic generator back. Piece of cake.
Wait! There's he. Where's the snake?
the odds are impossible,
Yep.
but it's our only shot. Good luck.
Are you sure you can control it?
Come on, it's me. We got this.
We're all toast.
First it was cake, now there is toast. This plan is making me so hungry.
Hey, I'm locked onto your vehicle.
We'll be right behind you.
Nothing to worry about.
Unless we cannot stop this unusual.
Hey guys, I got the back row. I always get the back
You're
row.
likely doomed.
But back row on the first seat.
You're gonna need it.
Alright, ride number 10. Ride number 10, here we go.
Boys, no one's gonna stop rock and roll from existing.
What have we done?
I think we jumped back.
I completed all the songs now. Wow.
Do you really think they deserve to be called heroes? Or do you see how they dress?
It's just a figure of speech, Drax.
You are lying to them. Now I understand.
Magic band is lighting up. Alright guys, I can't believe I just got on that. So I told you guys this was my 10th time riding. So now I've officially been on the ride 10 times. And it only took me 10 times to get all 6 songs that are on the ride. And I got Conga. I wasn't expecting Conga. It was my last song that I needed, and I got it. So completely random, and I can't believe I got it. It was amazing. I love that ride so much. But I've officially completed all 6 songs. I'm super happy right now. That just made my day. I didn't even expect that either. I was just gonna ride the ride just to ride it. Alright, well, enough of that. Let's head over to Test Track. Test Track's a 65-minute wait. Let's just go on Single Riders. I'm on a roll now, so let's hope Single Riders is a short wait. And then let's see what we can do from there. But Here we go, Single Riders, test track. Oh yeah, I didn't show you guys the wait. That's how long I waited for Guardians, so not a bad wait. Less than a 15-minute wait for Guardians. Not bad at all. Guys, I just went on Single Riders and I was just about to walk up and then the party of like 20 just walked in front of me, so I might be waiting a little bit. Not a bad wait at all. Also, there's no one behind us too, which is weird.
We'll begin with the capability test to see how your vehicle designs perform under challenging weather and surface conditions. Let's see how your designs hold up now.
Commencing sim car off-road and extreme weather sequence. Commencing responsiveness test.
Okay, the responsiveness data is now being synchronized.
Automated driving technology verified and active. Crash avoidance technology disengaged. Displaying responsiveness data.
Here comes the final test.
Energizing for power test.
The car there used to be more cars. 98 miles per hour, 68 miles per hour. Actually, there was no time. It says Spaceship Earth is a 5-minute wait. I don't really see anyone in the line, so let me just ride that real quick right before I leave. I was thinking about riding other rides, but no, I think I'm just gonna call it quits, and my camera's kind of dying here, so let me ride Spaceship Earth, and then we'll call it quits for the day. I forgot to stop the timer, but it just took off like around 30 seconds, so I mean 2 minutes and 30 seconds seems about right. I gotta smile for the camera.
Now locate the monitor overhead on the right. Make sure your face is clearly visible and wait for the flash. Good. Sending photos to the future. All systems.
Now let's move ahead to ancient Egypt, because something is about to happen here that will change the future forever. Gutenberg invents the movable type printing press. Now knowledge can travel as fast as vision and travel they do.
Welcome, 1936 Olympic hero Jesse Owens, winner of 4 gold medals in Berlin. Winner of the Great War of Boston,
Communicating from anywhere on Earth. And in 1969, from somewhere else.
Headline for this.
In preparation for your return to Earth.
This ride is so peaceful.
Let's have some fun creating the future, shall we? On your computer screen, answer a few questions for us. Then we'll show you a new world.
Something more fun than ever to enjoy your extreme sports adventures.
Or should I say the beginning of your future.
Alright guys, I'm back in my car now. The time is now 5:15 and I'm gonna be heading back home. My battery's about to die, so I'm just gonna wrap up this outro real quick. I had a fun day. Horror Nights, you know, it's next week. I'm excited, very, very excited. And, you know, stay tuned on this channel. We're going to be posting a lot of theme park videos, a lot of Horror Nights stuff, a lot of things happening. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy, wrote it 10 times, got all the songs, did conga. It was, yeah, amazing. Truly amazing day. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was fun to make. I had a good time. And yeah, that's going to be it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone. Creatures, terror has taken root. Oh, look, it's a theme park pigeon. Nice. If you guys want to take a look at that menu, there you go. Oh, theme park pigeons.